Hi guys, welcome back. I am so happy to have you here, and I'm going to go through all of the zodiac signs. I'm going to do 100% channeled messages, so I'm not going to be using the cards today. It's something new that I've been working on, a skill I've been honing for myself, and I think it's time to try it out. So I'm going to go Aries through Pisces. I'm going to meditate between each zodiac sign to clear my energy and to retrieve the messages. And if you enjoy it, let me know. Timestamps will be placed in the comment section down below. All right. So Aries, here we go. So Aries, I'm getting a song, What About Love? It's either Roxette or Heart. It's old 80s music, and I don't know why I keep being drawn to that genre. I just am. I don't know if I have any hairband fans out there, but she says, what about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? So love seems to be a focal point right now for you, Aries, or relationships are being highlighted. It's like asking you to look at the relationships that you have going on in your life and asking yourself, is this relationship providing me love and support in return? Is there reciprocity coming from this? It's one thing to care deeply about another person, but it's a whole nother thing if they are not doing the same in return for you. And this kind of reminds me of the Aries reading that I did for your spiritual reading. It was kind of like looking at and evaluating different relationships in your life and asking yourself, are you getting the reciprocity within those relationships? And if not, that might be something to consider as we go into 2022 as to whether or not you should be continuing to funnel your focus, your energy, your love, all right, towards those connections. And I'm not saying you have to be like hateful and cut people off and stuff, but you know, where your attention goes, energy flows, right? And so you want to flow energy towards people that can equally reciprocate and appreciate that, you know? So something to consider for my Aries. Taurus. Okay, as soon as I closed my eyes, I heard Billie Jean's Not My Lover from Michael Jackson. Whatever. Michael Jackson, I believe, is a Virgo, so you might be connecting with a Virgo. You might actually be hearing that song randomly, or maybe that song has some sort of meaning to you. Look up the lyrics to it. I don't know. But yeah, Billie Jean is Not My Lover. Ooh, okay. So there's something here, Taurus, and it doesn't have to be around intimate love, where there's some sort of denial around a relationship, okay? It's like saying something and then denying that you said it, or maybe another person doing that, okay? But there's this sense of like not wanting to look at something, whatever that is, and I just heard the rear view mirror. Some of you need to, okay, I heard old, okay. Some of you need to stop looking into the past, all right? As it's kind of distracting you from what could be in the future. But I also heard Man in the Mirror, which is another Michael Jackson reference, where needing to kind of take a look at yourself in the mirror, so to speak, like symbolically, like what is it that you want to change about self? Is there some areas of your self that maybe you're not fully aware of, or that you're in denial of, an emotion that you have that you might be suppressing, that energy coming through that you may need to take a look at, Taurus, during this time frame, right? And it is retrograde time, guys. So retrogrades love to bring up past issues, past emotions, for us to kind of re-examine self, but also how we might do that differently in the future. So, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, okay, this might be a little unusual, but I got beautiful people. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Not a song you would think that would come through in a spiritual reading, but hey, our light and our dark, all of it's spiritual. The beautiful people, okay. And now I'm hearing shiny, happy people all around. So there seems to be like some sort of focus on maybe like zhuzhing up your physical appearance, or be careful about comparing yourself or like other people's ideas of beauty standards, because everyone is beautiful in their own unique way. Every single one of us is beautiful in their own unique way. So don't let social media fool you. None of it's real. Most of it's not real. You know, don't let what society deems as beautiful get into your head, Gemini. You know, do what makes you feel good. Wear the clothes that make you feel good, you know, and don't let insecurities get into your brain, right? You're perfect the way that you are. Some of you may need to hear that. Maybe you're giving, and it could also be that you're giving that upliftment to another person, right? So if you're in a secure place, Gemini, and you're high vibrating and you're connecting with someone that has self-esteem issues, it's always nice to be an uplifter and remind them, you know, what's good, what's going good for them. And seeing someone through the eyes of love when they are not loving themselves is one of the most beautiful gifts that you can give to another person. And so, you know, of course, uplift yourself first and see yourself through eyes of love, and then take that gaze of love and shine it on another person and watch how they transform. Watch how you can change someone's energy just by flowing your love to them. But first, you have to flow it to yourself. Okay. Cancer. So I seem to get this song a lot in readings, but I also feel like I channel same or similar music because I know what the meaning is. But I was hearing If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher. Some of you are like maybe having a really hard time adjusting to the time changes of winter. Especially if you're in the US, it's getting dark like crazy early. And seasonal depression is a real thing, right? So take care of your mental well-being. Get out during the day when the sun is out if you're able to, so that you can still feel connected to the oneness of nature, right? Some of you, it's like the time being turned back with this retrograde, meaning similar message to what I got for Taurus, where you might be feeling a lot of like old stuff resurfacing, maybe even people from the past resurfacing, things you thought you dealt with coming to the surface again. It's all about paying attention to our repeated patterns, right? And what we repeatedly call into us. Because if you take a step back from your life, you'll notice one very important thing, and that is repetition. Life is very repetitive because our habitual thoughts are very repetitive. So what is it that's going on in your everyday daily habits that maybe doesn't serve you anymore? Maybe a pattern that you need to break as we go into 2022. This retrograde is a really good time to look at that. All right, and I'm also being guided to talk about the full moon. I believe it fell in Cancer, so you might feel a heightened awareness around this full moon energy or a heightened intuition during this time frame. Pay attention to your emotions, Cancer, as they are guiding you. They are speaking to you. Listen to your emotions, okay? All right, Leo. So I'm getting a message about expectations, okay? And because I heard, what do you expect? So pay attention to what you expect out of other people, out of yourself, out of your body, out of life in general, because whether you want it or not, whether it's a good thought or a bad thought, you get what you expect most of the time, the majority of the time, right? So if you have a flawed expectation, right, like you expect to get sick, or you expect something to go wrong, that might be something that you need to take a look at. Does that expectation serve you, Leo, or does it hinder you, okay? Because some of you have some hindering beliefs going on in the consciousness and the psyche, that you need to take a look at, right? And I'm hearing that, I think I got this song. I know I already said it. Take a look at my life. Take a broad range look of the entirety of your life. And then try and make the connection in your mind between what did you expect and what actually occurred. And see if it correlates, Leo. See if it correlates to the core beliefs that you were holding during that time frame. Not what you were saying that you were believing, not what you were telling other people, but what did you actually feel internally? What was your intuition telling you at that time? Like, they're wanting you to make the connection between your internal dialogue and what it's manifesting in the exterior reality. Because you can change some of the things that you think you can't change, right? Because you've held on to these core beliefs for so long. Like, you can change your perspective, and that's where all of your power is. Because before anything manifests in the physical world, it first manifests in the mind, which is then triggers a manifestation of emotion, right? So, pay attention to that. If every time you think about a belief that you're holding and it feels bad to you, that might not be a belief that is worth holding on to anymore, right? Vice versa, if you think of something, a belief that you're holding, and it feels good to you, inspiring to you, hopeful to you, then that might be one that you want to give more energy towards, right? So there's something here about eliminating hindering beliefs, whether that be about self, your body. I'm getting, so for some of you, it's about your body. I gave some examples earlier, but doesn't have to be those, or just life in general, right? Or maybe your expectations of another person, because people tend to give you the energy that you are expecting out of them, right? So if you have a practiced expectation of someone always being difficult, that person's likely going to continue to always be difficult towards you. If you have a practiced expectation of that person is always there for you or loving, then they tend to show you that loving, loyal part of them. It's practiced expectations. Take a look at that. All right, Virgo. Okay, so I heard I've got a lot of weight riding on this. Does that even make sense? I've got a lot of weight riding on this. Some of you, be careful about putting all of your eggs in one basket, Virgo, right? If you feel like you've invested a lot of time or energy or money or love into something and you've got a lot of yourself, therefore, you know, needing that to work in your favor in order for you to feel good, that's kind of putting yourself in a disempowering space, right? When you need that, all right? So I feel like this is a good time to kind of back up, especially during the retrograde, and take some of your power back by paying attention to, you know, not overdoing it when you're giving focus to whatever this is that you have on your mind that maybe you feel very strongly about or very strongly towards, like a goal that you really, really want to achieve or something you really, really want to do or say. It's like Spirit kind of want you to take a step back and ease up that energy a little bit, because the more that you need something, the harder it is to obtain. Have you noticed? It's just law of attraction, right? Because you're implying to the universe that you don't have the ability to provide yourself happiness and joy without that thing, that person, that moment, that vehicle, that whatever it is, that goal, right? And life will always continually remind you that it's never about anything other than how you feel at the end of the day. And do you feel good about the things that you're doing and the things that you're saying and about yourself? Because the more self-sufficient you can get in relying on yourself to make you feel good, the easier those things that you want come to you in a natural way. All right. So, Libra. So Libra, I saw, is it a dandelion? I don't know. They look like weeds. You pick them out of the ground and you make a wish. At least I did when I was a kid, and you like blow the, yeah, you make a wish. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. There's something here about, because I also got the song, The King of Wishful Thinking, which is an older song as well. So there's something here about, and now I'm hearing wish upon a star. Maybe something that you wished for coming to fruition, but this could have been something that you wished for a long time ago, and then maybe it didn't come into fruition, so you finally let it go. It might not even be in your conscious awareness that it was something that you once wanted. But I feel like it's going to make itself known to you during this time frame. It's like something that maybe was long withheld or long put off, kind of popping into the environment right now. And some of you making the correlation between, wow, okay, I didn't see that coming, or I didn't expect that. You might have like a random phone call or a message drop in. It's something that you weren't necessarily expecting, because it's something that you let go of long time ago, okay? And so it may surprise you, right? And yeah, I was just talking to someone about this today too. It's like, the universe always hears your desires. It knows what you want. But until you can get out of your own way by letting it go, truly, truly letting it go, usually it cannot come in for you. That doesn't mean it's never going to come in. That just means it might be a little delayed. So there might have been something that was delayed, but it's like the moment that you let it out of your conscious mind, and some of you did this a long time ago, then it resurfaces again. And this is a retrograde, so be on the lookout, right? Because the past may very well end up on your doorstep, all right? So, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, I've also gotten this song in so many different readings, a few of them for you. I apologize for the repetition, but it keeps popping up. And it's the song, I Never Meant to Be So Cold is the lyrics. They kept showing me the heart chakra, the heart. For some reason, that being highlighted right now. It could be that you're going through some heart chakra healing, or you could benefit from heart chakra healing. And what I mean by that is like opening up your heart, okay, in some areas that maybe you haven't opened up to in a while, all right? Some of you needing to open up to someone, or being open to love in general. There could have been a time period that you went through where you felt like shutting that down, or being really cold or distant. I feel that dissipating because they're showing me ice melting. But some of you are still in that space, right? It just kind of depends on where you're at with your own spiritual growth. But you're being encouraged to open your heart, Scorpio, and to be a little bit more open when it comes to like the important relationships in your life. They also showed me like what looked like a wormhole. So it's a bit of like going into the unknown showing up, or, you know, allowing yourself to go into the unknown, going down like the rabbit hole, so to speak, as well for some of you. So some of you might be exploring your more spiritual self, your more psychic self. You might be really interested in yeah, just taking it to the next level when it comes to your own spiritual awareness. Sagittarius. Okay. So I saw someone opening a door, all right? So there might be a doorway opening up, symbolically speaking, like a door of opportunity, or something opening up to you, or someone opening up to you, Sagittarius, or you, they. And then right on the heels of that, I heard, we've lost that love and feeling. Don't mind my singing. Oh. That love and feeling. We've lost that love and feeling. So some of you have maybe been doing some shadow work or feeling a bit disconnected. All of a sudden I feel incredibly like my energy just totally shifted. Some of you might even be dealing with like physical symptoms, okay? It's just like kind of feeling a little bit off, not necessarily in your loving divine energy that maybe you have been in the past. And I'm getting that this is necessary, or this is okay. I shouldn't say necessary. Let me say it's okay. This is a part of the retrograde. I'm also feeling a little bit dizzy. So I don't know if you need to rest or hydrate or what. But it's like feeling a bit disconnected, okay, from that loving version of you, from your loving self. And needing to kind of get back into practicing self-love and maybe positive affirmations, and reminding yourself that this is okay, and I'm figuring this out as I go, and I can't get it wrong because it's never done, and Spirit is here with me and loving me. And just don't be so hard on yourself, Sagittarius, right? Like, if you're having an off day, have an off day, but then go to sleep, meditate, get back into your higher self, and rock on with it. You know, you're one of the strongest zodiac signs of all of them. So you definitely have the capability to reconnect with your more loving self by loving yourself as you are, right here, right now. Capricorn. I don't know if this is a song. I heard wildflowers. Wildflowers. If it comes in, I will let you know. If you know if that comes from a song, let me know. But I heard wildflowers. So they're, you know, take it or leave it. But I'm getting a sense of like, they're giving me like hippie type of looking stuff, like peace signs and flowers and like rainbows and tie-dye. I don't know if some of you are actually hippies. If that is that what we still call them? I don't know. Or you're just a free bird. You're a free soul. You're a free thinker, you know, whatever. I feel like I'm definitely connecting with some Capricorns that would fall into that more eccentric category. Which is funny because a lot of people don't think that Capricorns can be eccentric like that, but I know the truth, Capricorn. Most definitely you can, whether you readily show that to people or not, right? But there's something here about just getting in touch with that more peaceful, that more chilled out side of you that's just not taking things so seriously, all right? And connecting more with that free-flowing vibe that you internally are, that maybe you don't readily show everyone else, but that you know that you are. You know, that radical part of you, Capricorn, that wants to think for yourself and do for yourself. And connecting with that is going to be really, really important. And I don't mean to laugh, but I'm like facing a window and there's a lot of ice out, and this person almost just totally ate it. He caught himself. Good job. He caught himself so he didn't fall. But like, sorry. Anyways, it threw me off. Okay, but I don't believe in coincidences. So one, if you live in the frozen tundra, all right, be careful where you're walking, okay? Because you might be tripping up, right? On a symbolic level, they told me that the word falling off was important. So something might be falling off out of your life, out of your radar, or like something about that. Okay. So take it or leave it. Aquarius. Okay, so interesting message off the Capricorn. I heard ice, ice, baby. Okay, so some of you could have Capricorn in your chart, or maybe you're a cusper or close to the cusp of Capricorn. But I got the part in particular of that song where he says, all right, stop, collaborate, and listen. So some of you, like, you might have opportunities for collaborations when it comes to like the work arena or the goals that you set for yourself, or maybe even in your network, like social networking or friendship group, or maybe even in the dating pool. I don't know if you're a single Aquarius, but it's like there's opportunity for like that cooperative energy to come in, for that collaborative energy to come in, and connecting with like minds. Also, listen was important. So some of you need to, I heard listen to your heart. Listen to your heart, Aquarius, right? I feel like Aquarians in general, we try to make decisions more from our logic standpoint, more from, for some of us, our humanitarianist standpoint, that sometimes we deny our feelings, or we don't always come from that heart space, right? So it's like during this time frame, it's important for you to check in with yourself, with how you're feeling, and to listen to your emotions a little bit better, right? You might also benefit from listening, okay, more than talking, right? And I do find as an Aquarian myself that I always tend to be like more of the talker. Like people like to come to me for advice and I'm happy to give it. But I also benefit from when I can listen, right? And sometimes I'm the person that needs to hear the advice, right? Or take my own advice sometimes. So that might be something that you also want to pay attention to during this time frame. Pisces. Ooh, nice. That came in really fast. I saw 2 champagne glasses cheersing, and then I heard Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take it. Some of you might literally be having some sort of celebration or something to celebrate coming in. You could be planning a vacation, going on a vacation, or just dreaming about one, a staycation. I don't know. Maybe you need some time off to kind of rest, relax, chill. This reminds me of the message for Capricorn. Some of you could be connecting with Capricorn or have that in your own chart. But it's like, there's this message here about yeah, just, you know, using your imagination, right, in a more useful way. Like when you have downtime, Pisces, this is a good time to start thinking about like the things that you desire to pull into your experience, like travel or vacation or, you know, romance or whatever it is that you want. Some of you have been dwelling too much maybe on the issue of something or the strain or the stress of like everyday life. And the guidance is to go more towards the imaginative thought, you know, and certainly it would help if you were in Aruba to do that, you know what I'm saying? But some of you could literally manifest a vacation through concentrating on imaginative thought. That's how powerful you are, and that's how powerful your thoughts are. So take heed, Pisces. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know. Like I said, it's something new that I'm trying out. It's not replacing anything that I'm currently doing, right? I'm still going to do You Versus Them. That'll be out next. I'm still going to go live for the All Zodiac Weekly, probably on Thursday or Friday. But I've just been wanting to incorporate some new content for you guys, but also to incorporate more of the channeling and less of the tarot when I can. So let me know. Yay, nay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can leave me a comment down below. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram, also linked down below, as well as in the About section. So check me out there. And until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.